Few things feel more disrespectful, or more exhausting, than being ignored by your own child. You ask nicely. Nothing. You repeat yourself. Still nothing. You raise your voice. Now you're angry, they're annoyed, and nobody feels good. In that moment, it's easy to jump to painful conclusions. They don't respect me. They don't care. They're doing this on purpose. But here's the truth most parents are never told. Children usually aren't ignoring you because they're defiant. They're ignoring you because something in the communication broke down. And once you understand where it breaks, you can fix it, without yelling, threatening, or repeating yourself 10 times a day. Ignoring is rarely disrespect, it's often neurology. Children's brains are still under construction. The parts of the brain responsible for attention, impulse control, task switching, and prioritizing instructions are not fully developed, sometimes not until the mid-20s. When a child is absorbed in play, a screen, or even their own thoughts, their brain literally filters out competing input. That includes your voice. This is not a choice. It's not manipulation. It's not a lack of love. It's cognitive overload. From the child's perspective, they didn't decide not to respond. The instruction simply didn't register as something that required action. That's why shouting from another room rarely works. What to say instead? I need your attention for a moment. Then pause. Walk closer. Make eye contact. Let their brain shift gears before giving instructions. Why repeating yourself trains kids to tune you out? Many parents unknowingly teach their children not to listen. How? By repeating instructions over and over. When a child hears, "Put your shoes on." No consequence. "Put your shoes on." Still nothing. I said put your shoes on. Their brain learns a pattern. The first request doesn't matter. So they wait. This isn't disrespect, it's conditioning. Children respond to patterns, not lectures. What to say instead? Say it once. Calmly. Clearly. Then follow through. If shoes aren't on, you walk over and help put them on, without anger, without commentary. Consistency teaches faster than volume ever will. Vague instructions create invisible roadblocks. Adults often speak in abstract language without realizing it. Behave yourself. Get ready. Act better. Clean this up. To an adult, these sound obvious. To a child, they're confusing. Children don't ignore unclear instructions, they stall because they don't know where to start. When the brain can't identify the first step, it freezes. What to say instead? Put your toys in the blue bin. Brush your teeth, then put on pajamas. Shoes on, jacket next. Clear. Specific. 1 or 2 steps at most. Emotional tone matters more than words. Children are extremely sensitive to emotional cues. A sharp tone, sighing, eye-rolling, or frustration communicates danger, even if the words themselves are reasonable. When a child senses emotional tension, their nervous system shifts into self-protection mode. Listening shuts down. Ignoring, in that moment, is not rebellion. It's survival. What to say instead? I'm starting to feel frustrated, so I'm going to slow down. This models emotional regulation and keeps the child's nervous system open instead of defensive. When ignoring is quiet resistance. As children grow, ignoring can become a form of passive resistance. Not because they're bad, but because they're human. When every interaction feels like a command, children naturally push back. Ignoring is safer than arguing. It avoids conflict while protecting autonomy. This is especially common in preteens and teenagers. What to say instead? You can do this now, or in 5 minutes. You choose. Choice restores dignity without removing the boundary. Cooperation rises when children feel respected. Attention is earned through connection, not control. Children listen best when they feel connected. If most interactions are corrections, reminders, and commands, attention fades. The relationship becomes transactional. Connection is not optional, it's foundational. A child who feels seen is far more likely to respond. What to say instead? Hey, come sit with me for a second. Connection first. Instruction second. Even 5 seconds of genuine attention can change the outcome. Some children struggle with executive function. For some kids, ignoring isn't emotional, it's neurological. Executive function skills include starting tasks, remembering instructions, shifting attention, managing impulses. These skills develop slowly and unevenly. Some children need more scaffolding than others. Ignoring may be a sign of overwhelm, not attitude. What to say instead? Let's do the first part together. Support doesn't weaken independence, it builds it. Why yelling works short-term and fails long-term? Yelling activates fear. Fear produces immediate compliance. But fear also damages trust. Over time, yelling teaches children. Tune out calm voices. React only to escalation. Associate listening with stress. You may get obedience, but you lose communication. What to say instead? Lower your voice when you want attention. A calm, firm tone stands out more than shouting ever will. The ignored parent cycle, and how to break it. The cycle looks like this. Parent feels unheard, raises intensity. Child feels pressured, shuts down. Parent escalates, child withdraws further. Breaking the cycle requires less intensity, not more. Shorter sentences. Lower volume. Clear follow-through. More connection. The power of predictability. Children thrive on predictability. When expectations and consequences are consistent, the brain relaxes. Listening improves naturally. Chaos creates noise. Structure creates clarity. What to say instead? This is how we do it every time. Predictability reduces power struggles before they start. What actually builds listening skills? Listening is not a personality trait. It's a learned skill. Children learn it when they experience calm communication, respectful tone, clear boundaries, emotional safety, predictable responses. They don't learn it through threats, lectures, or shame. When ignoring is a sign of emotional disconnection. Sometimes ignoring isn't about instructions at all. It's about unmet emotional needs. Stress, anxiety, school pressure, jealousy, exhaustion, these all reduce responsiveness. A child who feels overwhelmed may not have the capacity to listen in that moment. What to say instead? You seem off today. Want to talk or just sit quietly? Connection restores cooperation faster than control ever will. The shift that changes everything. The goal is not to create obedience. The goal is to create responsiveness. Responsiveness comes from safety, clarity, and connection, not fear. When you change how you speak, you change how your child listens. And when children feel understood instead of managed, ignoring fades, not overnight, but consistently. Final truth parents need to hear. Your child isn't ignoring you to hurt you. They're telling you something about overload, confusion, emotion, or unmet needs. When you listen to that, they start listening to you. Not because they're afraid, but because they finally feel heard.